What is up, YouTubers? It's your boy Polly C coming at you live action with another video from Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. Oh yeah, we got a living room and a bedroom. This is a wool olefin blend is what I'm told. And I think they did the olefin because of that fireplace or that, I forget what they call those, not fireplace, but anyway, you know. A burning stove, I guess, wood stove. So if the embers pop out, instead of being straight wool, the olefin will cause it to melt. As a synthetic melts, wool being a natural fiber, it would ember up and smell like burnt hair, which would be a little bit more fire, I guess, resistant with the olefin. Here you have the Auric Orbiter, the 50-50 blend pad, and then I'm going to use a thick microfiber cloth to clean the bench there. You'll see that here later in the video. I did put a little sneak preview up there for you. We'll get this thing looking good. You could see the lighting's really good up here, so it's really hard to see what I can see. There's, you know, spots and spills and things that have occurred here. You can see right through the center. This is a cool ADU, which stands for Additional Dwelling Unit. I think in California they call them casitas. I know where I lived in Vegas, mother-in-law's quarters. There's a stair or a ladder that goes up to a loft. You've got a nice balcony there. Beautiful landscaping. Come deep up a driveway, a long driveway. I got my van parked down here and come up these stairs to this unit. So the Auric Orbiter works fantastic as far as the weight. And again, these videos are to help somebody that might be interested in getting into the business. You could see these bleach marks. That will not come out. I talked to the homeowner and she said yes. The tenant used a Clorox multi-purpose cleaner and bleached it out. And the first step to this method, if you're going to do this as a side hustle or start a business and then develop and grow into bigger equipment, the Auric Orbiter is perfect. I've had people who are collecting Social Security at 62 and still very young mentally and physically. And they want to do some work, side hustle work, part-time work. You know, I think you can collect an additional $21,000 or whatever it is on top of your Social Security without being taxed on it. Once you get above that, I think they take half of it. So you don't want to get into that or jeopardize your Social Security. But this is a great way. Work, you know, maybe every Saturday or Sunday, and you'll make that $21,000 very easily. And if you're younger or just somebody who isn't collecting Social Security and you're looking for a side hustle or some work, this is a great opportunity. Here we got a few spots which we should be able to get out. I'm using Green Dragon, which is a encapsulating solution. We are not doing traditional encapsulation where you spray the encapsulant solution, brush it in, and the next day you come back, it's dried down to a brittle crystal. It's adhered to all of the soils that were not vacuumed out, and then you vacuum it, that breaks it up and it comes up into the vacuum. This is the Work Sprayer HydroShot. I'll show you that while I'm talking. The traditional encapsulation is exactly what I was saying. This is encapsulating solution used with pad capping, and the pad is what is lifting and removing the emulsified soil. The encapsulant solution, Green Dragon, has a great cleaning power to it. If you've ever tried it, it's incredible. And this job, you know, I've used 1 ounce per gallon, so I might be using $1, maybe $1.50 worth of product. So it's not very expensive. And the greatest thing is you're going to get no residue, no resoiling. quick resoiling. It stays clean longer, easier to maintain. It's not going to attract more dirt and soil when you're done. And it is 100% safe. I think the health rating is either a 0 or a 1. But if you spray it and say you see a little overspray on the wall boards and I don't wipe that off, or if I was in a furnished unit, in a lived-in unit, and I sprayed it on, some kids' toys or dogs' toys, if they touch it, lick it, or anything, it's not gonna harm them. So it's a safe product for me, safe product for my clients. And then the pad capping here is with the pad. It is orbiting throughout the fibers. It's over 1,700 RPMs per minute, rotations per minute in certain areas within the pad. So the cleaning power is incredible. You can see I'm doing it with one-handed. So if you are retired and looking for a little side hustle, a little extra money, or if you're very, very old, in your 90s, and you just need some extra bingo money, oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, I have fun with this. But anyway, it's a great business. I love it. I do use bigger machines. You'll see me use those throughout various videos, but this is a great machine, 24 pounds, so it's not going to weigh you down. I can carry it upstairs relatively easy. I'm not sure. I know there are some physical limitations that some people have, and they may not be able to do this, but they may be able to purchase the equipment, learn this business, get a grandson or a granddaughter, or maybe hire someone to do the work. You might be able to market and get people to allow you to clean their carpets and provide the equipment and the solution and the know-how, and just kind of supervise. So that is also available. And again, I am not an affiliate with any of the companies like Amazon or Challenger OP, where I get these pads, or any of that. I just try to tell you where I got everything. The Hoover Hush Tone vacuum is from Amazon as well. That commercial vacuum is important in this process because you don't see any hoses or vacuum hoses on this machine. It's not sucking or extracting through vacuum. So 70% of the soil is dry soil. That's particulate, sand, hair, body, skin, spilt spaghetti sauce that dries and crumbles apart. You got to get all of that out with a commercial vacuum. So you're not steam cleaning, you're not using any equipment that has suction. So it's vital that you use a good vacuum, and you vacuum thoroughly along the edges and throughout. Then your next step, you can use some specialty spotters, which I'll share with you later in future videos, and maybe a drill and a brush, and just kind of pre-spot a few, areas that need it. This one didn't need it. I'm going to just use the pre-spray, which you see me use a 4-gallon jug that has 4 gallons of water and 4 ounces of Green Dragon, or 1 ounce per gallon. And I have a Works sprayer, which I show you in the video. Those are available. I got mine on eBay. Works, W-O-R-X, the manufacturer, has their own eBay account, and they sell remanufactured products. These are $79 remanufactured 20 volt lithium powered battery cordless sprayers. And I bought another one. It's in the box in my storage so that I have it available if something happens. This one's been going strong for 2.5 years. Never have had an issue with it. And when they come, they say refurbished, but I'll tell you what, they look and smell every bit 100% new. I guarantee that. At least mine, both of them have. And I ordered the second one about maybe 2 months ago, just to have it as a backup. So you do your pre-spraying, and then unlike traditional encapsulation cleaning where they spray the encapsulation solution down, brush it in, or use special equipment to agitate it in, then the next day they return and they vacuum up all the dry crystals that adheres to any of the soil. That's not what's occurring here. We're doing pad capping. So the pad is, again, orbiting at 1,700 plus rotations per minute within certain areas of that pad, and about 180 RPM full rotation as far as the machine goes. I'll try and show that in another video where I flip it over and we'll let it run upside down so you can see the rotation or the orbit. It is a lightweight machine, 24 pounds, so you do need to spend a little extra time, just like I'm doing here. Go back and forth. I'll usually, depending on the soil load, I will go 2 passes. On occasion, I'll go horizontally for about 4 rows, and then I'll go vertically over that area again if I think that it would benefit. Here, I'm just kind of going the directions I feel like need it. There we had a spot. We sprayed it with some Green Dragon, a little heavier. I let it dwell for a few minutes. Dwell time's important. That allows your product to go in and do its job. One other thing I will say about the products, you want to use what the instructions on the product tells you to use. So if it's lightly soiled and it says use 1 ounce per gallon, use 1 ounce. The water is the vehicle that drives the cleaning solution into the carpet fibers. So you need the water. A lot of people get, I don't know, mind-bended, I guess, thinking that they need to mix solution real heavy and it's going to clean better. All you're doing when you do that is you're actually wasting money, and you're diminishing the ability for the cleaner to do its job. You're just, how do you say it, maybe overclogging the water. So there's a reason that they say just use 1 or 2 ounces per gallon, depending on the soil load. Look at that, looking beautiful. So heed that. I'm not the Mr. Know-It-All carpet guy. I'm trying to share with you some knowledge that I've learned over the many years in the carpet cleaning industry, so that you'll be able to do this. There you go. This being a wool blend, if you come in with a regular carpet cleaning detergent, you'll brown this out. When you wet wool, and if you over wet wool, you think of sheep when they're in the rain. Their wool, the white wool, turns a cellulose brown, or cellulose brownout is what they call it. So that'll happen here. But the Green Dragon that I use, safe for wool, cotton, everything. So that's why I'm using Green Dragon. Here I'll pre-spray the bench. Then I will utilize the microfiber cloth, the thick microfiber cloth, which I buy these microfiber cloths on Amazon. I haven't been showing those on my main channel because my main channel is to promote my company, and I don't, without being able to explain why I'm using it, somebody that's interested in using my services may go on. Oh, there's the pad. We'll take a look at the contrast and then we'll move on. But if a potential client signs on to my YouTube channel and sees on my business page me using this, the first thing they're going to think is, what? Right? And a lot of people, we're still educating clients in the low moisture cleaning. You know, most people, when they think of cleaning, they see big hoses coming from a truck, high-powered suction, a lot of steam flying around the house. And that's all good, but this has its place. And this microfiber here is a very thick, I don't know what the GSM or whatever they call it, the thread count. They're I think I get 6 pads for $21 on Amazon. They are super thick. They're awesome. I use them for cleaning my car as well. I use them for wiping down counters. I use them to clean my own wood floor in my house. I just feel like they dry a lot better. They pick up more moisture, I should say. So where you don't have a very, very heavily soiled floor, or if you want to use it as the last step, which I'm going to use the B side, the clean side here, on the living room when I'm done, just because I used a little more solution to clean it because it had more soil. So I'll clean it with a regular pad, and then I'll come back and go over it with the clean side of this microfiber pad or microfiber cloth. It is a 14 by 14. So if you're thinking of using these on your Auric Orbiter, you want to, I'll see if I can put a link in there. But again, I'm not an affiliate for any of these companies. I'm just telling you what I use. I don't get this stuff for free. I pay for it with my own money. But it is a 14 by 14 microfiber towel. I think it's the only one that has 2 sides. One's teal green and the other side's gray. So pretty easy to find, but they are awesome. This bench will be clean, shiny, and dry within 15 minutes. The back ease handle, which is back, B-A-C-K, and then E-Z. That's that red handle. I have 2 of them, one for applications like this, or if I go down the stairs backwards, and to carry it. And one on the top where I can apply more pressure and carry it from the top. I'm waiting for some Velcro that I ordered to replace the Velcro on this driver as it's wore out. I have just a few pieces of Velcro on there. You can see the darker gray area. That's the clean side we'll be using in a moment. There's the darker gray. Bench was not heavily soiled. This is the loft. This is cool. If you were a kid and you came to this house for a vacation, man, you could have a blast. And there my lovely wife is up on the ladder. She is filming me from a top view, which is actually cool. Actually, you know what's going on here. Polly C bought a drone. Oh, yeah. I'm operating that drone with my Apple Watch. Nobody knows. Nobody else is in the house. Just me and the drone. Oh, I'm not that advanced, old man Polly. Trying to get into the drone action. I'll tell you what, if I get this channel up to 50,000 subscribers, which would be incredible. I don't think there's that many people out there that are interested in carpet cleaning videos, but there are quite a few. If I get it to 50,000, I'll film all my videos from a mini drone. Oh man, probably give me a quick haircut or knock my hat off my head. But the angle up here is pretty cool. Do you not agree? It's kind of nice to be able to see the overhead view. Here I'm just working down the directions. I'm just getting the main stuff up, and then we'll spend a little more time coming back the other direction. You could see the Auric's doing work though. Everywhere I touch, look at that. Magic eraser. Once I get all these heavily soiled areas, and like I said, in order to help dry it, we'll use that microfiber pad or towel, which again is a 14-inch by 14-inch. Oh yeah, those are the results we are looking for, folks. Look at that. Come on. I'd pay Polly C to do that for me. And you can get paid too. Pretty simple procedure. Let's take the pad off. Have a look at it. Don't touch your face after you touch the pad if you're not wearing gloves like this dumb guy. Look at that soil. Now for the finishing polish or the dry step, we'll put the clean side down. These are not your typical cheaper microfiber cloths. These are very thick. Look at that. You can also use this to go over the edge of the floor if you got any overspray. Microfiber is super absorbent. If you don't know the difference between like cotton or the synthetic polyesters, when they're absorbing water, they're actually absorbing it into the surface of the pad, and then it goes through the pad. A microfiber strand, if you look at the individual strands, they're like veins, I guess, like a vein. It comes down and the solution travels through the vein or through the microfiber, through that fiber. So very, very absorbent. They clean exceptionally well. You just want to make sure, you know, if you are using videos or pictures for marketing, it's best to probably not show that when it's spinning. No one knows, and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm never hiding anything from anybody, but it's no different than getting or purchasing a microfiber pad from, say, Direct Mop Sales that's this thick. You're basically cleaning with microfiber, but the first impression, and you never get a second chance for a first impression. Remember that. So if the first impression is I'm not speaking and someone sees this, they're going to go, wow, what is that little machine he's using? Is that from Toys R Us? And oh my gosh, is that a microfiber cloth? What kind of service is this? Oh my goodness. You know, that's, people read into things they don't know. This job's going to turn out fabulous. And that's what matters. The customer satisfaction. I have 100% money back guarantee. I have the ability to use any tool I want at this stage of the game. I could buy multiple truck units if I want, hire a crew. I mean, I could do anything I want, but I choose to do this. It's at this stage of the game. I think it's awesome, and I think if I was starting over again, 30 years ago, I would definitely be doing this if it was available. It's just a smarter option. And what you're looking for, you're not looking for the low-end client, and I'm not disrespecting anybody. There are people that are just price conscious, bless their hearts. And I've dealt with those people. I used to, when I first started, I'd post on Craigslist, and I'd go into some really terrible, they lived there for 10 years, never cleaned it. You think the carpet was brown, and when you're done, it was gray. It was that dirty. So I don't do those clients anymore. I try not to. I advertise a little bit higher pricing, and that kind of weeds them out. They're price shoppers. And I also turn down quite a few jobs that I may show up to, and I just say, it could be done. I used to have a bunch of videos where I'd go through probably 15 pads per room. You can get the soil out, but, no method's going to get 100% of the soil out, not even steam cleaning. But there is a place for a truck-mounted steam cleaning unit or a very high-powered portable steam cleaning unit when carpets are what I call in need of a restoration or a restorative clean. The restorative cleans are just, it's beyond. You'll see them. You know what I'm talking about when you see them. You don't want to subject yourself to those. And if I do get somebody that is accepting my prices over the phone and they're in the areas that I service and I show up and it's just a nightmare situation, then I will politely explain to them that, My method is, you can see it on my website. Maybe they didn't look into it, but my method is not suited for this. This is not what we in the industry call a typical cleaning. What you're looking at is a restoration or a replacement. I call it, you walk in and you can hear the carpets roaring, R-O-A-R. That stands for rip out and replace. That's a Poly-C classic acronym. So we'll take a look. It shouldn't be that soiled because we just cleaned it with the regular pad, but it'll definitely be 50% more drier. Yeah, you can see, not too bad. Yeah, pretty clean. So there you have it. I don't know what happened to the camera angle there. It got distorted. Here's the bedroom looking fabulous. We are out by the truck. There's my setup. I need to clean this up. I've got my stuff in here. Got 2 Oreck orbiters up there. My buckets. My specialty solutions. My little extractor for upholstery. My VLM extraction bag there for upholstery. Extra cords. Oh yeah. So we're gonna pack her up. We'll go back in. You can see I have to go up those stairs. We are eco-friendly, no residue, smells good, looks good, safe for the toddlers and the little pets. Look at this house. This thing is 4 stories over there. I'll be doing 72 stairs, 4 stairwells in that house, and I will show that video here in the future. I'm scheduled out, I think in 2 weeks I'll be doing that. So here's your final results, looking fabulous. Oh yeah. And then we will, oh, wait a minute. This was the job afterwards. That's my 3rd job of the day. Sorry about that. You guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.